Hello YouTube. Today I'm just gonna talk about another new product. I wouldn't say new, but another item that I stumbled across Taobao, which is from China. And again, this is something that I do not see outside of China. I don't know what brand is this. They call themselves Total X. It's from an online shop that does mainly 3D printed models. So this is, as you can see from the box, there's nothing here. It's just a carton box with a sticker on it. It says Total X as kind of the brand, and this is a Tacoma. Right, a model of a Tacoma with a open bed. They do have a version with the closed bed, a 4-door with the SUV style, and this is the truck bed style, and it says 1/35 scale. Okay, it should be something very close to the Orlando's, right? I have an Orlando here, and this is the Ford F-150. So this would be probably very close to this Ford, this Orlando Ford. We will see how it looks like when it's finished, but very similar item to the Ford. Okay, I have been having this for many years now, and we'll have to see how this kind of lines up with the Orlando products. I also have the Jeep here with me, the Orlando Jeep D110, I think, right, with some additional option bits. So again, we'll see how this China product kind of lines up or align with the Orlando. Okay, so just want to show you in this video just what's inside the box. What do we get? Right out of the box, it comes in mainly just 3 packets, as you can see here. Fairly simple, 3 packets and 2 instruction sheets. So one of it's all in Chinese, so one of it kind of details out all the items that you get, and you can see it's all in Chinese. Okay, there's no color. This is just a piece of A4 paper and kind of, you know, probably just photocopied on. Again, it's all in Chinese if you want to translate it. And the instruction sheet is also just a piece of paper. Very simple, as you can see. Okay. So very simple. So I'll go into the first bag and just want to show you the quality of these items. So these are some of the drive shaft components, and again, it's all in plastic, 3D printed, so I do not know how well it's going to hold up. You can see the gears as well, 3D printed, so I already think it's not going to hold up as well as the Orlando's, right? So the Orlando costs way a lot more money, and you could probably expect it to be a lot more durable. And you can see this is the cage accessory. I just want to show you the rims. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's not 100% cleaned up though. You can see some knobs here that you need to do some additional cleaning before you install into the model. But if it works, it works. So it's all printed in white, which I assume would be good for painting. There's no electronics. This is a pure kit, so you have to supply your electronics yourself. It does come with some accessories. So this is the board where you stuck it under your tires if you get stuck. There are some jerry cans as well, already printed. So there are some jerry cans, as you can see. Not the cleanest, I mean, it's nicely printed, but you still need to do some sanding and some cleaning. They didn't do it for you. They didn't clean it 100% for you, so you kind of have to do some work yourself, which is, I'm very curious how it's going to hold up, you know, how well it's going to function and hold up in the model. So this is bag number 1. It's basically all the tiny bits and bobs and some internal drive shaft bits, suspension bits, front axle, wheels and accessories. It's all in this first bag. This second bag is only 2 items, which is the body and the chassis. So no metal here. This is all pre-printed. I'm not sure whether it's ABS or not. It feels solid but brittle. I'm very sure if I bend it hard enough, it's gonna break and it's gonna snap. I'm not sure if this is resin or not. I don't think it's resin. I think it's ABS. I would like to think that it's ABS. I'm not sure whether it's coming across, but you can definitely see the printing, the lines where it's 3D printed. So we'll still need to do some sanding down. I haven't built models like this before really. So I think this is the second time I'm doing 3D printed bodies, where you need to do a lot of sanding down and you lose all the details and you need to add in the details. I'm not very good at that, right? So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. There are some details in the front. There's a small Toyota wording on the front grille and all those, but all of this is not, I mean, it's not sanded down, it's not cleaned up very well. So, and the details are very small and tiny. I'm afraid if I were to sand this down a bit more, I will lose all these details here, and I'm not sure how to add those details back on. So I'm not sure what am I going to do with this, but the details are pretty nice. If you can see it, I think once I painted it, you know, the details will stand out a bit more, but there are some good details in here. The chassis kind of line up nicely already, as you can see. So the construction of it looks fairly simple. Again, it's a piece of paper and less than 10 steps instructions. So we'll see how it goes when we start building this. And if we quickly just scale it up with the Orlandos, I can see that it's already smaller. If you look at the body, this is the F-150 and the Tacoma side by side. It's already smaller, right? Which is nice, because I always felt like this F-150 is a bit too big. So this Tacoma being slightly smaller is nice. if we scale it beside the Land Rover, sorry, it's about the same length as the Land Rover, but definitely not the same height. It's almost the same wheelbase as the Land Rover though. So, oh, it's not. Width-wise, it's almost the same as the Land Rover. Wheelbase-wise, it's not the same as the F-150 as well. F-150 is way longer. Width-wise, F-150 is wider. So yeah, this is, I think, I'm not sure whether 135 scale is accurate. Maybe 132. I don't know. This feels smaller. Maybe. Oh, sorry. I think the scale should go up. It should be 140. Yeah. But you know, being small and all that, it's going to be nice to crawl on your table. I think it's a very nice size. So if it comes out, you know, proper functional and all, this is a very nice size. Okay, so this is bag 2. If you go to bag 3, there are some metal bits here, right? So you can see the drive shaft already. There are some ball bearings in here. Some ball bearings, some ball joints, metal shaft, some crazy long springs. I don't know why. There is even leaf springs, right? So these metal pieces here, these long pieces here, are leaf springs. So it's very nice. They even have some metal edge wipers. Details, right? Metal wipers, that is insane. So ball joints, I'm not sure how it's gonna work, so we'll have to see. There is a bag of screws here, and these are all screws that are same sized, and I've always wondered why Orlando doesn't do this, right? So why can't you just make the screws all the same size and make the model use all the same screws? I'm pretty sure it's doable, right? To just save costs and make things easier for us, rather than multiple different size screws for a tiny model like this, and we have to find the screws, make sure we don't lose them. So giving me a whole bunch like this makes sense, right? I think it will be easier for construction. So these are windscreen. This is a supposedly clear windscreen, but you can see that it's a bit murky. It's a bit rough. It needs to be sanded down and polished out for it to be clear. And I don't know, again, I do not know how well I am skilled enough to do this, to make it look clear and good. Of course, again, the Orlando guys, you know, make it a lot easier for us. This is clear plastic. Look at that, shiny plastic. Very easy to do and makes our life a lot easier. But this is a 3D printed product, and this is clearly 3D printed, and it's very rough. So we'll see how it goes. In this bag, we got some connectors, and I don't know why they gave this type of connectors. It's just weird because it has to correspond to the receivers and the ESC that we buy. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to use this. There's a screwdriver here and some glue. It says nail free glue. So it's nice that, you know, it gives something. It gives you something to, you know, I would probably use modeling glue. I will try out this glue to see if whether it works, and I would assume there's a bag of grease. This is to grease up the gears. Okay, last but not least, they have some rubber tires for the wheels, and these rubber tires are nice. These are soft, very grippy. What feels like the wheel treads are very aggressive, and I think would work very well. Again, it's not perfect, it's not clean. If you look at the leftovers, these are all that you need to remove, right? So it's not perfect as well. You need to clean all of this up, but so far it feels very soft and nice. If we compare to the wheels on the Orlandos, I think they're just slightly smaller than the wheels on the Orlandos. I'm not sure whether we can use the Orlando wheels or not, but I will test it out. So yeah, very interesting, very keen to see how it turns out. Okay, so there are 5 wheels, so there's gonna be one more as a spare, which is nice. So only 3 bags. I'm still waiting for parts to come before I start this build actually, but what I've got in hand is I already have the N30 motor, so I bought an extra one when I was working on my Scania. So this is the 500 RPM N30 size motor, which fits perfectly. Okay, so I already got my NB4 Nano receiver. In fact, I actually have a brushless 150 motor. So this is a brushless motor. I wanted to use this. Brushless motor, but it doesn't fit. So the 3D print chassis is designed to hold the N30 size motor, and I couldn't use this guy. So I'll have to keep this for a future model. I've got the steering servo. Again, this is the 1S servo. I probably won't be using this. I'm waiting for a metal 2S servo to come. And this is just a receiver housing to house the receiver. Okay. So I'm still waiting for a new servo, and I'm waiting for a light switch to come so that I can control the lighting. So I will definitely be adding lights into this model. I'm still contemplating if I want to add sound, but if I want to, I could do that in a later date, I assume. So this is what I have planned. So pretty interesting product. We'll see how it goes. So in my next video we will start building this. If you want to follow, then please subscribe and stay tuned on my next video. Okay, bye. So I'm thinking before I end this video, I thought I'd show you guys this shop, right, and the other different models that this guy have. And depending on how well this model turns out, you know, I'll be very interested to kind of look into the other stuff that he is selling or he has available in the store. So as you can see, I have the Tacoma, which is this guy. So this is the one that I have right now. So he does have a F-150 as well, and this is a 135 scale, which is very similar to the Orlando, but the Orlando is a old model, so this is probably a newer F-150. But what I'm really keen is this Mass 537. So this is a 8-wheel drive, 135 scale. So this will be interesting to see. Okay, so this guy has a lot more other models. You can see a Jeep, you can see a 6-wheel drive Kamaz. He has a buggy as well, and again this is a 4Runner, which is a SUV style 4Runner. There's a H1 Hummer as well, 135 scale, and he even have some 150 scale stuff, right? So this is a Volvo 6-wheel drive A30G. Pretty cool stuff, right? He also have the GMC van, 135 scale, very nice. There's a G63 6x6. There's a Jeep as well, Willys, and the famous Land Rover. So this is the short version, 135 scale. He even has the Jeep Gladiator as well, 135 scale. Some Mercedes, what Unimog. This Unimog looks like it's able to take in the brushless motor, so it will be interesting to see. Plenty of stuff. He got so much stuff here, and all of them look interesting. He even have this, you know, buggy style contraption. So really awesome. So it depends how well this build goes. You know, I might be considering building some more from this guy, and the price is cheap. Very, very affordable, way cheaper than the Orlandos, but again, I assume it's going to be way more work because of the 3D printing quality and all the cleanup that you have to do on the site. But if you are looking for something to keep you busy for some time, I think this is awesome. And for you guys who wants, you know, brushless motors, you're looking at expensive options, you know, this guy has multiple brushless setups together with the ESC, right? So N20, N30 size brushless motors, very good stuff. Multiple size. Right, so stay tuned to my next video, and you can see me start building the Tacoma, and then we can see how well the quality of the product is once it's done. Alright, bye.